Which of those reasons seem to resonate with you in terms of why you procrastinate? Was it fear of failure? Maybe deep down you're afraid, what if I don't do it right? What if I make a mistake? What if everyone laughs at me, or if it's not good enough? What if nobody likes it? Or was it on the other side, the flip side? Fear of success. What if I actually do get all these things? What's it going to mean to me? What's it going to mean to my life? How are things going to change? Both those two reasons, either alone or together, are definitely enough to hold you back from having all the success you want. And I don't want to see that happen to you. That's why I put together this video series. Hi, I'm Kate Beaters. I specialize in helping entrepreneurs get unstuck, get moving, and get that cash flowing. And through the Success Activator system, which I'm sharing with you during this video series, it's what helped me move my business very, very quickly to reach 6 figures. And it's what I also teach all the hundreds and hundreds of other entrepreneurs who work with me. So let's get back and talk a little bit more about procrastination. I want to share with you some really practical action steps on how to start moving forward and taking action so you start getting closer to what you want, closer to reaching your dreams. Because you've got to take those steps. If you don't take those steps, your dreams are just going to slip away from you. Now, some of these things you may have already heard before, maybe even tried them. But I've got to say to you that if you're still procrastinating, you either aren't still doing them and you need to do them, or you didn't do them right. So let me share some of my top action steps with you. First one I recommend is when you have a big project or a big task, something you've got to do, and especially if it's something you've never even done before, I always suggest breaking it down. Breaking it down into lots of what I call bite-sized little pieces becomes much more manageable. Or as I had one client used to say, when you have it as one big lump sum, it's like a big, huge, scary monster. And then we break it down to little pieces, it's much more manageable and much friendlier than that scary monster. So break them down to as many pieces as you possibly can. And then assign due dates to it, delegate it, and to other people or to yourself, but it becomes much easier to manage and move forward and to complete that. Another action step I'd like to recommend to you is always put down when things are due. Put that down in your calendar, your planner. And one tip I like to do is very often is I'll even move up the date. So if something is due Friday, I'll put down that it's due Wednesday. That gives me a little bit of extra wiggle room if something comes up and I have to push back. But that way I always meet my deadlines. And the third way I'd like to suggest to get into action when you're procrastinating is that if it's something that really feels overwhelming to you, maybe you're not comfortable with, it's something either you've tried and didn't like how you did it before, or something brand new, the best thing I can honestly suggest is find someone to help you with it. Someone who's an expert. And that definitely makes it so much easier to get into action. So I invite you to try one or two or all three of those things to start moving forward. And go back and look at that list that you put together in one of the previous videos of the things you're procrastinating on and see how those action steps will come into play with that. And the next video, we're going to be talking about mindset. Because a lot of people say that 95% of your success is due to your mindset. And I can't wait to share this with you. So I'll see you then.